Kalispera to all the urbanists out there. Join me for a nice wine and dinner here, right at the Caldera Views in Santorini, Greece. I'm Ariel, this is Urbanist, and look at these amazing views. This is a beautiful restaurant called Strangest, and we see Fira there in the distance, also right below us as well. We see the caldera, the volcano. Oh, look how beautiful the gradient of the sunset is. And I'm so excited to indulge in some authentic Santorinian food. I'm at a restaurant called Stani, which was recommended to me by a Greek woman that I met in Athens. And she was so nice, and she gave me a bunch of recommendations in Santorini, and this was one of them, Stani. So I'm so excited to show it to all of you for this live video. And here I got the Santorini wine. Pardon for it being out of focus. So the sunset views are absolutely stunning. Look how beautiful this is. Wow, absolutely blown away by the views over here. So welcome everyone, nice to see you here. First of all, let's try some Santorini wine. Oh my God. Nothing gets better than a good Santorini wine. Absolutely amazing. This is their house wine. It's actually a really good deal where it's like €7.50 for a small bottle. Kay, Wendy, nice to see you here. Welcome to the live video. Hello, Michelle. Hello, Mater. Yes, finally, this is the epic sunset dinner for Santorini. We're eating some authentic Santorinian food. Hey, Yanis says, I have a serious question. How do Greeks pronounce gyros? Gyros. That's how I pronounce it. Hello, Eric. Nice to see you here. Welcome. Look at that. Let me show you more of the views. Look at that. Wow. Mind blowing. Hey Mater, you're having fun along with me. I'm so glad, Mater. Thank you so much for tuning in. Wendy says this is truly heaven. It truly is. It truly is heaven. And Tara, I don't discuss things about the economy really, so feel free to ask me anything else. So Tara asks, how's the economy doing? Something I really don't discuss. Mandy says, next month my son is going to Greece. That's amazing. That's amazing that your son is going to Greece. That's really cool. I'm glad that's the case. And Anna says, hello Ariel, beautiful, show the background. I did Marine. It's a bit hard to frame everything perfectly, but I hope you enjoy it. I mean, if you really want to see the sunset, you can see the sunset in the video I did first time. Never thought about vacationing in Greece, says Teresa, but now you've changed me. I'm so glad that's the case. And Yanni says, at nice, eat Janice. That's how I pronounce your name? Janice, thank you. Draft Kumar, it's a morning. No, it's afternoon right now. Not sunrise, sunset. Where are you eating? I'm eating at a restaurant called Stani. Stani. A restaurant called Stani. It's even more beautiful than the sunset at Port Authority. It says, Donald. Yeah, indeed, Donald. Indeed it is. How much green screen is behind you? There's a lot of green screen. A lot of green screen. Look at that. Ryan Serhant is here as well, says Walking Dreamer. Really? In Santorini? That's really cool. Oh, amazing. Tomato caftedes. I'm so excited for this.
Yes.
Yeah. And do you actually recommend any other classic Santorini appetizers?
Appetizers?
Yeah.
Yes, you can have the fava. It's a traditional because the product is from here.
Oh.
It's very special. It's very famous. The plant that make this fava from Santorini,
Oh.
all over Greece.
So it's made here. Oh, that's
Yes,
so cool.
yes.
Okay, I'm gonna try one, please.
Here's the one.
Yeah.
It's like a puree. It's like a puree of beans.
Okay.
But it's nice.
I tried one, unfortunately, but it was very bad. But I think they didn't make it well. So I'm gonna give it a second chance.
Olive oil,
Yeah.
capers, caper leaves, and a little bit of onions.
Okay. Okay. Wonderful.
All right.
If I can order one, that would be great. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You'd like to order one for you?
Yeah.
Yes,
One.
all right.
Thank you so much. All right. So here is the tomato caftedes, a Santorini treat. And look at this. Wow. So I tried these earlier today, but since they are Santorini, I'm going to try this one here as well. So I'm so excited for this. But these are balls of tomato, goat cheese, and spearmint. With I think, spearmint. So those are the three ingredients. Did I book a table? Says K. No, I did not. This was a walk-in. This was a walk-in because it's not. It's more kind of like a. It's more kind of like a traditional, more of a traditional restaurant. So there's not that much kind of people here. Also, it's a little bit. It's a bit easy to miss because the entrance is very small. So it's very easy to miss. I'm gonna take a photo of the entrance and post it on Instagram stories so you can see how easy it is to miss. So let's try the tomato caftedes. So he said the fava is made here, and I tried a very terrible fava. Not terrible, but mediocre at Ia. So let's see if it compares. Let's see. Let's try this out. Wow. So this one's very different than the first one I had. The first one I had was more creamier. This one has a little bit more kind of crunchiness to it. And I think it has a little bit more tomatoes combined with it. I love how crunchy it is on the outside. It's actually really, really well done. And the spearmint is perfect. Spearmint in America usually is very kind of, it's a harsh mint, but here it's just nice and light. Michelle, you say this looks really good. Debbie, welcome. Nice to see you here. Susie, thank you so much. Welcome to the live video. Lisa says, I have your big Greek wedding on TV. Indeed, Lisa. For anyone who doesn't know, I crashed a Greek wedding earlier today. All on live video. Lisa says, enjoy your meal. Thank you so much, Lisa. Looks delish. Oh, these are really delish. With some Santorini tomatoes. The Santorini tomato is very unique because it has this kind of subtle flavor to it. As I mentioned, the Santorini tomato isn't a show-off. It isn't like the Italian Naples tomato. They love all the attention. Santorini tomato is a little bit more relaxed. So I'm so glad I tried the Santorini tomato. And Axie says, for the ouzo and the octopus. Thank you so much. I'm definitely trying the octopus. That's why I ordered. Great food with the awesome view, says Nick. Truly is an awesome view. Truly is. I wish I could show you both views at the same exact time. But truly is. George, what's the octopus coming with? I don't know yet. I'll find out. And Italian tomatoes are divas, says Miss Fancy. Indeed they are. So people are starting to come, starting to get pretty full. And we have views of both ends of the city. Look at this. So we have views of the city down there. So not the city, but the rest of the island down there. So we have both views. Chris says Ozu is nice. I think today is the night I try Ozu at the end. At the end. So Axie is one of the first ones to join and sponsoring this meal. A few other people have super chatted in the previous video. So thank you so much for super chatting. Yes.
So for you, this is from zucchini.
Ooh, zucchini, interesting. Oh, I can't wait to try it. Oh, that's awesome. Oh, I think he was showing me the plate. Did not move the camera. So I think he was referring to that the zucchini becomes the fava? Maybe? I'm not sure. Hey, what a delightful place to eat romantic. Oh, yes, it really is. It really is. So these ones are interesting. I think these ones are a little bit more freshly rolled than the ones I had earlier. The other ones I had earlier were mind-blowing. But this one is a bit less kind of creamy and more kind of crunchy. So I like the difference here. This is my new favorite thing. It's called tomaquetes. Maria with the $10 super chat. Ariel, the reaction to delicious food. Enjoy. You love it. I'm so glad you do. Thank you so much, Maria. Maria, your name is very popular here in Greece. Your name is very popular here in Greece. So thank you so much for the super chat, for sponsoring this meal. Oh, Ariel, you had Octopus in the hotel in New York City in wintertime. I did, yeah, it was really good, but it wasn't fresh, of course. It's frozen because it was wintertime and I think we're pretty far away from Octopus in New York City, but it was really good. Here, I assume, it's going to be pretty damn fresh. The blue sky is so pretty. It is indeed. It is indeed. Lisa says, yeah, of course, I bet this one's going to be incredible. Says Lisa. Oh, I'm so glad, Lisa. Can't wait to try it. So feel free to ask me any questions whatsoever. But Najotes, I'm having tomato keftedes, which someone just wrote right now. Everyone give hearts to Evangeli. She was nice to write it down. Tomaquetes, which is tomato balls with goat cheese and spearmint. It is my new favorite thing. Absolutely blown away. I will now be ordering this wherever I see it.
Vegetarian meatballs.
Robert says it looks good. Yeah, I'll show you one more look at it. Does it come with the dipping sauce? No, this one doesn't need it, to be honest. It's so kind of flavorful on its own. Dipping sauce would just kind of mask the flavor. So I would recommend it trying without the dipping sauce. If they provide you with one, try it out first without it, because it's really good. Look at that. So the sun, oh, look at that afterglow of the sunset. Matt says it's like a tomato meatball. But you can think of it that way. Tomato goat cheese meatball. You can think about it that way. I hear some nonsense Spanish in the background. That's Greek. B. Griffin. Greek sounds like gibberish Spanish, and Spanish sounds like gibberish Greek. I got mint about 4 pounds, says Mayhem. That's great. That's great. My God, that sunset. It's gorgeous. It's amazing. It's the best sunset ever. Wow. The group right in front of me keeps on staring at me. They're very curious. Yeah, it looks like a huge, endless horizon. It's absolutely beautiful. And the sea gets very pitch black, so you can't see anything. Ia says, Gain Life says, good evening, can you check out Ia Vine Art? Local winery, delicious food, and local art. Tomorrow's my last day. I'm very limited. I'm sticking to Fita tomorrow. And we'll only be able to see a few things. So no live videos tomorrow, most likely. Maybe a mini live video, but tomorrow's live video schedule is canceled because I will be flying off to Thessaloniki tomorrow. And on Monday, gotta wake up very early to go off to Meteora and then go off to Mount Olympus, which is gonna be a lot of fun. Are you going to video the flight out? Maybe. Stay tuned on Facebook. Stay tuned. Maybe we can. That's where I stayed 2 weeks, says George. Oh, I'm so glad, George, that you stayed here 2 weeks. That's so awesome to hear. Thank you so much. Live streaming from the airport. I don't know how hectic the airport is going to be. I heard the airport gets very hectic. So if it's too hectic, I might not be able to live stream. If not, then I might be able to live stream. Kenya says it doesn't have to be live. I'm doing a 360 video of the museums. So if you want to see those 360 videos, you can become a patron. Kenya says just tape the flight. Sometimes I do have to take a break, Kenyon. We basically want to be in your pocket everywhere you go, says Lisa. We'll be getting withdrawal symptoms tomorrow, says Kay. Yeah, I can imagine. So everyone, this is going to be the last Santorini Live. I hope you enjoyed it. The supporters are going to get a bonus sunset walk and 360 video, which I just filmed, and they're going to get the museums as well, like 1 or 2 museums. Sarian says, I hope your headache is gone. Yeah, it's gone. Yeah, it's gone. Wine jealousy from Chile. Hey, René, Chile is quite a well-renowned wine country. But I'm glad you think Santorini wine is worth trying compared to your native Chilean wine. Darren says, wow, I missed the sunset. Still a little bit left. Let me show you. Evangelie, what's the name of the restaurant? I'll show you in a bit. Right here. There's the sunset. Look at that. The wine is dry. Good question. With hot goat cheese, yeah, it's hot goat cheese. The keftedes. It's a warm appetizer. Oh, wonderful. Oh, that looks really good. Wow. Thank you so much.
Octopus.
Wonderful. I appreciate it. Thank you. All right, so the main star of the meal has arrived, and the name of the restaurant, so you know, is called Stunning. Since 1983. So look at that octopus. Oh my God. That's a great octopus. And Lisa says that, now that's a meal. And this is the fava. This looks way better than yesterday. Yesterday's fava from Ia was a block. It looked like it was canned. This looks definitely fresh. Oh yeah. Yesterday's looked canned. It was too cylindrical in shape. But this one, oh, look at that. Ooh. All right, so if you're not a fan of Octopus, just watch the movie My Octopus Teacher. It might change your mind. Santorini is one of your best spots ever that I've ever visited, says Diana. That's awesome. I'm so glad. Are you considering visiting the UK? I really am considering visiting the UK or Ireland. I'm not sure. I gotta do one or the other because, yeah, it's there's a few other projects that I'm working on. Have you got a direct flight from Athens to JFK? Says Darren. I did. Yeah. All right, let's try the fava. I'm gonna eat this tomate que ustedes later. Hey, someone left a €5 super chat. I mean $5 super chat. Who was it? Shaky Dave. Hey, Shaky Dave. I haven't seen you in a while. Calimera. So right now it's Calispera because it's the evening. Thank you so much for the $5 super chat. I really appreciate you. Hey, the whole trip through Greece has been magical. I'm so glad. All right, let's try this fava. So excited. All right, everyone. Fava made here in Greece, in Santorini. Mmm. That's very good. It tastes like mashed potatoes. It is very light. Definitely more fresh tasting than the one I had yesterday. The one I had yesterday tasted, as I mentioned, like a can. But this one, and also a little bit more harder. This one is much more creamier. Mm. It's like a really good mashed potatoes. It'll combine well with meat. So I think fava on its own might be better combined with some type of meat. But it is delicious. Absolutely delicious. And it comes with some capers on top. The capers add the perfect hit. George says no instant mashed potatoes. No. If you like mashed potatoes, and I know some people who love their mashed potatoes, try fava here. I think you'll be happy. I love octopus in Greece, says Hermes. Oh, I'm so glad you do. What's the name of the wine? I'll ask. This is the house wine. It's much more drier than yesterday's wine. Yeah, it was yesterday. So I went, wow, I've done a lot of videos. So yesterday's wine was very kind of light and bright and sweet. Kind of right, semi-dry or semi-sweet. This one is drier, but I think it'll go well with the octopus, which is nice. How do you cook fava? Well, it's just mashed veggies. Let me know what the veggie is. And it comes with some bay leaves, which has a deep mythological association. Because bay leaves, so there is a mythological tale of Hades chasing a beautiful nymph by the name of Persephone. He fell in love with her and he wanted to marry her. He asked he asked the father of Persephone if he can marry her. And he was hesitant because Persephone did not want to marry Hades. So Hades decided to take some coercive action, and he literally bursted through the ground in his chariots of fire and took Persephone forcefully. In order to save herself, she decided to turn into a tree, and that tree was a bay leaf. That's one version of the tale. There's a few other versions, but that version that she turned into a bay leaf tree. And hence, these bay leaves are associated with Persephone, the reluctant wife of Hades. Nice guy, such a Greek god. Hey, Hades needed company too. I gotta admit, this fava is good. Dare I say, fallen in love with it. This can eat itself. Let's try the bay leaf on its own. You're not really supposed to eat this, but yeah, it's strong. Oh yeah, this is good. Poor Persephone.
I think we like the fava. It was nice.
Fava is excellent. Really good. What vegetable does it come from?
It comes with like a beans.
Like a beans.
But it's not. It's a small one. It's a different kind. The Greek name it's Lathuri.
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 Ah, okay, Lathuri. Oh, so interesting. And
It's like a split beans.
and what part of the island is it grown in?
This one in the middle and the front. After the mountain, to the way to the Perissa.
Perissa, oh, cool.
But this one, it happens like this. Now with the fava that we cut last year. It's 1 year after.
1 year
because,
after.
yes, you have to be dry. To see dry, it comes like a beans, green beans. So we peel it up. This one.
Right.
They left it dry, and after they are smashed around in a big stone.
Oh, I
And it
see.
became like a dust, something like that, as we can say.
Oh, like flour.
Like a flower, like a
Oh,
dust.
fascinating. Okay.
Yes, and after with this one, we cook it with water.
Yeah.
It becomes like this, and after when you boil it, because this quality, it became like a cream. But it's here.
Yeah. This one's super creamy. Yeah, it tastes very similar to mashed potatoes, which I
Yes,
really
yes,
like. Yeah.
like a puree.
Yeah. Wonderful. Thank you. This guy's very friendly. All right. I'll point out. I'll see if I can show him a little bit later. But ask for Yanis and say that you saw this video. Yanis. Yeah. How fluent the waitstaff? Yeah, they're very fluent in English. All right. Now for the main star of the show, which is the octopus. We got a lot. This is the guy. Look at that! Wow. So this is the octopus. Move this away. Yes, you can take it that way. Yeah. All right. So everyone, rest in peace, my octopus teacher. Rest in peace. Rest in peace, teacher. The teacher from from Finding Nemo. Look at that, grilled octopus. We can see the tentacles. And the sun is already set. Wow, that's super juicy. I can taste all the salty water that Poseidon offered to the Athenian people, but they rejected in favor of the olive. Oh my god, it's so juicy. I can taste the sea with every single bite. The sea rushing at me. This feels like it was hunted by Poseidon's Triton himself. That's really good. Darren says octopus is not for me. Susie also says, you can tell it's not robbery. So octopus is going to be more of a chew. Yeah, it's more of a chew. It is. But it's not super rubbery. If it's rubbery, that means it's not quite the best quality, or it's frozen, or it's a bit old. But this one, tender, and the fact that it's juicy is a very good sign. So, hunted by the Triton of Poseidon himself. Oh. So how does it taste like? Great question. Great question, Lisa. And Kim, thank you so much for the 500 stars. I appreciate you. How does it taste like? It tastes like salt water. That's the best way I can describe it. So if you ever tried seaweed, it tastes like seaweed. It tastes like salt water in a good way. Imagine if salt water were made into a meat. Hey, Wendy says, Ariel, date food not. What are you referring to, Wendy? Rola says, do they have cheeseburgers? You might get a pork gyro at least. So yeah, it tastes a lot like seawater. Here's the rice that combines with the octopus. Always octopus comes with rice. Oh. That's really refreshing. This is very fragrant rice. So they're using saffron in this rice. Wow. That's a good rice. Wow. So much saffron. And they added a coleslaw, a Greek coleslaw. Acidic. It has like vinegar to it, so it's sharp. It's good. Cuts through the fishy taste. Mirna says the rice tastes better than the octopus. No, I really love the octopus. Really love the octopus. It's a bit of a quiet restaurant, so that's why I'm not so expressive. I would wolf down that meal, says Hermes. Nothing tastes better than the sea, says Maria. Oh yeah. LOL, doesn't sound too appetizing, says Josh. The world is made out of colors. Luckily, you can find everything. I think the tomatoes coftedes, if you enjoy cheese, I think you'll be okay with the tomates coftedes. Try them. You won't regret it. Nina, you asked what's for dessert tonight? I don't know yet. I'm gonna ask for something very Santorinian, if there is any. Do you enjoy Aperol Spritz yet? No, Aperol Spritz is more of an Italian thing. So no, I'm seizing the opportunity to have some authentic Santorini wine. Lisa says, I'm so happy you love your meal. Everything is fresh. Yeah, everything is fresh. How do I get you to overnight me the food? Overnight mail me the food. Says Axie. Okay, Axie. If only one could do that. Duxula, thank you so much for putting the recipe for tomato keftedes. It's so interesting. You're usually so upbeat. You're usually so upbeat, but here, Mamma Mia, you're having an absolute blast. I'm so glad. Oh, I'm glad you're enjoying the Santorini videos, Nina. I am absolutely having a blast. I did not think I would have this much fun here in Santorini. What's the white place in the background? I'll show it to you. It's another restaurant. Oh, it's another restaurant. And then those lights are the rest of Santorini. And there is a star. What that star is that? Anyone let us know. It's so bright, or is that a planet? Nina says, and today's outfit is the best. Oh, I'm so glad. What's the strangest meal you've ever had? Asked Josh. Great question. I've been asked that a few times. Bear sausage in Helsinki, Finland was very strange, but actually really good. Helsinki overall had some of the most unique food I've ever tried from the perspective of an American. And I was blown away. Blown away. Thank you for sharing your vacation, says Elaine. My pleasure. Shaky Dave says, I'm really enjoying the live streams you've done today. Thank you so much from Santorini. Oh, I'm so glad, Shaky Dave, that you're enjoying it. Axie says, you're so awesome for including us. My pleasure. My pleasure to do these live videos and include all of you in. Never had bear sausage. Would definitely try that, says Josh. You know, I'm tempted to go to, I will go to Helsinki again. I did Helsinki my second year of Urbanist. I did not have too much people who watched, but maybe Susie and Irene and Kay were one of the few people who tuned in. Not that many people watched because people were used to New York content. And, you know, I did a week's worth of videos and it didn't get that many views, except for one video that got like 12,000 views. So yeah, I will go to Helsinki one more time in the future. I feel like I'm on a Greek vacation, says Shaky Dave. Oh, I'm glad, yeah. It definitely feels that way. Oh yeah. That rice is mind-blowing. Darren says, it's sad it's the last night. Yeah, it's a beautiful vacation. It feels like a vacation. You know, I'm here at work. Like, I'm doing these videos. I'm doing videos. I'm entertaining. It's work, you know. But it literally feels like a vacation at the same time. Like, this has been the least work style trip I've ever done. What kind of rice is this? Saffron rice. Saffron rice. It's a yellow rice with saffron. Yeah. It's a really good rice. You find a lot in Greek cuisine. Yeah. Look at that. Game Life says, you're inspiring me to make your meal. I'm so glad. How long are you in Greece? About a week and a half more. 2 more legs of the trip. Thessaloniki, and the last one, Athens, for a weekend more. What is making the rice so mind-blowing? This saffron, I've tried this saffron rice before. There's saffron rice in many places. But somehow I don't like saffron rice usually because it tastes like a bit too it's hard to describe, but it doesn't taste fresh. It tastes like if you were to spice rice, if you were to add some black pepper to rice or like add some powdered turmeric to rice, that's how it tastes like. Most likely because they're using powdered saffron for their rice. I think they might be using fresh saffron or very freshly dried saffron for this. Because it's really, really mind-blowing. It does not taste like the saffron I've had in the US. Whoa. It's hella chewy. Everything tastes better in Greece, says Fred. Maybe that's the case. Maybe the views are influencing me. Could be the case. Have you been to Mykonos or Paros? No. Santorini is the only Greek island I've done so far. I think real saffron is the most expensive spice in the world. It is, if I remember correctly. Yeah, that's why I think you use very little for rice. Si tuvieras huerta en casa, ¿qué tres vegetales no podrían faltar? Buen provecho, Manny. Manny asks, if I had to give up 3 vegetables, which ones would I give up? I would give up, or not give up, vegetables. Good question. Buena pregunta. Yo creo que necesariamente tengo que tener aguacate, batatas o camotes, que se dice en México, y es una buena pregunta. Tomates. Also, a little bien simple, tomates. So, tomatoes, avocados, and sweet potatoes, I would not give up. Hey, M says, peaceful and friendly time in Greece. I'm so glad you're enjoying it, M. Thank you so much for tuning in, MDN. Ofutu says, I think none of this is a veggie. Oh wow. I still enjoy them. Kay says, I can't eat most vegetables. Oh no, Kay. Well, I think you'll be lucky here in Greece. There's a lot of stuff not made with vegetables. I think avocado is a fruit. Yeah, well, let's not get into semantics. Let's not get into botany over here. How big? Someone asked something. I thought, not big rice fan, says Susie. That's okay. Ask for French fries. If you order like a meat dish or a seafood dish, if you come to Greece, or you go to a Greek restaurant in the US, just ask what's the side, and say I would like French fries instead, and they'll give it to you. What's your favorite Greek beer? That's a good question. I think the better of the 2 beers I've had Mythos and Alpha. Alpha was really good, really good. Alpha was more hoppier. Mythos is a bit more kind of like a Heineken. If I could give up okra, says Axie. Oh yeah. This wine is strong. Nina says, happy days. I was stationed in Crete for 18 months, says Shaky Dave, in the United States Air Force when I was 20 years old. It brought me back memories of Greece. My pleasure, Shaky Dave. I'm so glad you're enjoying the Greece live videos. Do you see the brewery Kick-Ass Donkey in Santorini? No, I didn't get the chance to see the brewery. I will start growing saffron now, says Marie. Cool. You can make a very good money from selling it. Sean, nice to see you here. Sense, nice to see you here. And Nina says happy days. And Biga says, hey man, hope you're enjoying your time in Greece. I and my girlfriend love the fact that you can go around and show this beautiful place. Yeah, my pleasure. You're going to enjoy it with you and your girlfriend. It's going to be a wonderful, wonderful place to visit. Highly recommend Santorini. I thought it was going to be a rather boring island, but it was rather mind-blowing. Fun, exciting, and I think just the being high in elevation, because we're at 1,250 feet, and also the food, the atmosphere, the different people, the sunsets, the breeze, the sun. Oh my God, all that combined together just makes it into bliss, and it makes it into heaven. I love your videos, says Lily. It makes me proud to be Greek. Oh, I'm so glad it makes you proud to be Greek. That's great to hear. Enjoying your vacation, says Gwen. Indeed, Gwen. Well, I'm here as work. I'm doing this for work. But I really love my work. I love making videos and TikToks. And editing those TikToks as well is a lot of fun. And researching the history and the mythology is a lot of fun. So, yeah, that's why the point is to make it feel like a virtual vacation. That's the point. So I'm glad it seems like that. You know, it's like a good host at a bar or some famous restaurant. You know, a host at a club or a bar is supposed to make you feel like you're having the time of your life. To them, it's just any normal Saturday. That's what they do for a living, is to take you in to the nightclub and make you feel like you're having a blast. That is their job. They learn how to do their job. They do it better. They do other things to work on their job, blah, 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 blah. That's their job. But from the point of view of the person going to the nightclub, you're having a blast. You might have the experience of a lifetime. That's what I do. Hey, Wendy says, I'm laughing so hard that I spat my wine. Oh, Wendy. Did you go to Black Sand Beach? I did not like it. I do appreciate the beaches. The water was gorgeous. I just do not like rocky beaches. Can you swim in that ocean? This one? Yeah. So there's tours. Great question, Axie. There's tours to do swimming in the ocean. It's the volcano tour. B. Griffin says, have you considered renaming the channel to Urbanist Exploring the World? I don't think so, B. Griffin, because I still really love cities. So, no. Though it might be more appropriate. I'm going to do some thinking on it, but I mean, the reason it's called Urbanist in the first place is because it's about cities. Yeah, I'm in Santorini, but even then, I'm mostly showing you the cities, and I showed you an ancient city, so it's about the cities, mostly. I'm not going out hiking, or the beaches I showed because they were right by the city, but I'm not really showing you kind of nature landscapes and yeah, nature stuff. I don't know too much about nature. Shields says you can't swim. You're kidding, right? Nope, I can't swim. Ronald recommends doing a spin-off channel called Urbanist Exploring Cinema. Yes, because that would be so entertaining. Shaky Dave says, don't fix what isn't broke. Right. Hey, Elizabeth Strain. Hey, Elizabeth Strain. Nice to see you here. I'm uncomfortably addicted to this Greek stream. I guess I need to renew my passport, says Elizabeth. Elizabeth, definitely do. I hope you get to visit this area. Shield says it's not too late to learn. I'll teach you how to swim, says Lisa. Just in case you want to save a person in the water. That might be the only bonus of getting into the water. Love your city-centric YouTube content. Oh yeah, says Dean. I'm glad you do. Eric asks, how's the architecture here? Gorgeous. Gorgeous architecture. Lots of stone buildings. It's called Cycladian architecture. That's the name that people have given to it. Very beautiful stone buildings, all painted in white. Absolutely amazing. Have you tried mastika? I have tried mastika, actually on the live stream. It was really good. I have not tried it in the live stream, actually. I showed it on Instagram stories. It's very good, but it's very kind of punchy. I prefer a good wine. Hey, Chet. Hello, shout out from New York. Zoe says, Kalispera, what's on the menu tonight? It's almost already gone. The only thing, we are at the tail end of this dinner. Hey, Duxula, I can't read Greek, but thank you so much for commenting. Manny says, do you like kombucha? I do like kombucha. I prefer wine over punch, says Candy. That's awesome. Octopus mustache. that might be the case. I saved a woman in the ocean at Martha's Vineyard, says Lisa. She was caught in the undertow. Oh no! Finally, you got octopus, says Zoe. Finally. So many places did not have octopus on the menu. No dessert? Oh, dessert is coming, Susan. Dessert is coming. I wasn't prepared for that shot of the oxtail. Is octopus the filling? It looks small. It's very filling. Octopus is very dense meat. Very dense. So it feels like almost eating a half a chicken. Titan says, why are you alone? Where are the Greek women? Titan, what is wrong with being alone? The reason I am alone is because I love doing videos on my own. It's much more easier to focus and to give you the optimal attention. I do sometimes like making videos with other people, but it has to be someone who's good in conversationally, which is not always the case. But cool thing is, here in Greece, I have met various people. I just haven't shown them on video. This trip, along with Mexico, has been the trips I've met the most people. The Ronald is quoting Diogenes, and Ronald says he's alone because they're blocking his view, like Diogenes said to Alexander the Great. POV says, glad to see you in Greece. You're not alone. 353 people are tuning in. Yeah, quite a lot of people are tuning in. Nina says, me acuerdo cuando fui sola a un pleno año nuevo y no el loro estaba en la isla. Says Nina, I remember when I came here, and I don't know what loro means, but you remember when you came here. I'm so glad. Qué bien que te recuerdas que cuando tú viniste aquí. So glad you remember coming here. ¿Para cuándo visitas España, Alberto? ¿Es seguro Barcelona? Porque estoy un poco nervioso haciendo video en Barcelona. No he oído que es un poco... No está tranquilo. So I heard that Barcelona is a bit dangerous. That's not really that friendly. So let me know. To be honest, Madrid was not friendly at all. Madrid no era tan... no eran tan cariñoso en Madrid. So, muchas personas notaron que estaba haciendo video y era bien inconfortable yendo a los sitios de comer solo. No me gustó tanto, pero la comida española es bien buena. Pues dígame, y hay unas ciudades que son diferentes, mejor la cultura es un poco diferente en Madrid o en Sevilla o en Galicia. En Galicia o medio sur de España es diferente. Maybe the other cities are different as opposed to Madrid. Maybe Madrid is a bit more of a colder city. Why don't you do UK and Ireland? Mark, they're still closed. Still waiting. July 19th is Freedom Day, according to the UK. It's Freedom Day. I hope that the British and Irish governments are not telling a tall tale and they just open up the country. Lisa says Ireland is waiting for you. UK and Ireland would be epic. Oh yeah, I think so. After the second bottle, you speak Greek. Yes, Kalispera, everyone. Candy says, oh. Santorini is now on your bucket list, says Rebecca. I'm so glad. What has surprised you the most about Greece? Santorini. I did not think Santorini would be a fun place to visit. I thought it was going to be rather boring. So Santorini has really blown me away. You're quite knowledgeable. We appreciate that, says Axie. Yeah, that's part of the experience of these videos. You know, I want to decimate information and knowledge in a casual, relaxing way. I don't want to give you a lecture or a dissertation or an article. I want to kind of show you the sites and learn about the culture kind of organically, seamlessly. But there's a lot of stuff that goes behind the scenes. Bet you wish you booked a longer trip in Santorini. I think I could have stayed here about 2 more days. 2 more days, I think, would have been just the perfect time in Santorini for a total of 6 days. I think would have just been perfect. Or 5 days. I think would have been perfect. But it is a bit expensive. It was a bit out of my budget to stay even more. Do you know you look like the younger brother of the professor from Money Heist? Ooh, what actor are you referring to? Fred. I hope he's devilishly handsome. What is there to see in Thessaloniki? We're gonna find out. You know, to be honest, there's some cool history nearby Thessaloniki. But what's in Thessaloniki? We're gonna find out. Apparently, there's good food. Ariel, you must visit Segovia, says George. Okay, cool. I'll keep it in mind. And Mayhem says, okay, Ball, go to Greece. Yes, go to Greece, Mayhem. All right, so feel free to ask anything. I'm going to order some dessert. We're going to see what is there for dessert in Greece. I would like to see Ariel communicating with the people from the different parts of UK. Scouse, Geordies. maybe I'll hang out on the Geordie shore. That'll be really fun. Lisa says you're definitely should have some. Thank you so much, Lisa. I got Tulsi basil. Oh, that's awesome. Man. Baklava, says Shaky. Oh, maybe we'll get baklava. We'll see. I'll ask Yanis. What airline do you fly from Athens? Delta. So luckily there was no Delta on Delta. Crossing fingers. Nina says Grecia tiene una economía parecida a Argentina. Nosotros invitamos el corralito y después lo copiaron los griegos. Okay, so Lisa's saying that Greece is copying its economic policies from Argentina. Qué bien que hay un intercambio de diferentes maneras a cómo ajustarse a este dedoto económico. So I'm glad that they're learning from each other. Do they have ice cream here? Yes, you'll find plenty of gelato here in Santorini. Lots of places open pretty late at night where you can find gelato. Tonight, Argentina, Brazil, says George. Ooh, I don't watch soccer. You're right about the latter option of funding, says Virginia. Yeah. Well, I mean, it's okay. You know, I used to be more kind of angry or frustrated if something wasn't in my budget. But after traveling on a very, 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 very tight budget in the previous trips, I learned that, you know, you can enjoy a city on all different budgets. Even the most expensive cities on the world, you can learn how to be on a very strict budget. And that was the case with me in London. London, I was a super strict budget. And somehow I found food that was extremely inexpensive. Like I had a budget sometimes of £5 per day, which was kind of insane to think about. But I survived. That was probably the more extreme example. So yeah, it's okay if you're a different budget. Just remember, that can always change. And I know that can always change for me. Making these videos, showing you the world, could always change for me. I can always have a bigger budget, maybe to have a filmmaker or editor to make more vlogs or documentaries, to show you different places, to have better data service, maybe somehow manage to show you sites like the Great Pyramids of Egypt or the tiny little streets of Tokyo and other places like that. Hermes says, so true. So true. I had no budget, but I had a great time. I'm so glad. And someone put a link how to pronounce Diogenes. Why do you put a link how to pronounce Diogenes? Isn't it the easiest name of an ancient Greek philosopher to pronounce? Come on, it's not that hard. Diogenes. How are you going to pronounce it? Diogenes? Tourism needs to support your video, says Gwen. Well, there is one right now. Discover Long Island. So crossing fingers, we might work with them again. So stay tuned. Did you enjoy landing from NY to Greece? Yeah, it was pretty smooth. Ronald, pretty smooth trip.
Thank you very much.
Do you enjoy traveling by yourself, says C. Horton? I do. I really do. I used to not like it. Like I'm coming to a place where it's a lot of couples. This is a place you can easily feel very lonely at, to be honest, to be 100% transparent. Seeing all the couples and all the public displays of affection, the weddings, the wedding photography, the engagement photos, people having beautiful dinners at sunset. It's very easy to feel lonely here. But somehow I don't, because it's such a beautiful place. And I kind of just feel the love for everyone who is in love. Romantically, at least. Hard to say. That's where the storm hit us. Oh no. When do you plan to return to Greece? I have no idea. One day. Marie says Diogenes. Yes, Marie, Diogenes. It's the easiest ancient Greek philosopher name to pronounce. Walking and looking around is free, says Ludo. Indeed it is. Indeed it is. If you enjoy your own company, you're never alone, says Susan. That's very true. That's true. And Japan is okay, says Janet. I'm so excited to go to Japan. The chat is very sparse. Well, Twitch, not too many people watching on Twitch, Babu. And after watching your video, Is This Atlantis? It inspired me taking different perspective on modern civilization, says Maria. I'm so glad, Maria. Yeah, a lot of people take this for granted. Pitch black. I'm pointing in the wrong direction, but a lot of people take the cities that we have and the beautiful sceneries for granted. But most of the cities around the world are located right by the water and in very low elevation. New York City is what? 20 feet above sea level or less? 16 feet above sea level? Very little. And at any moment, this very volcano might explode. And New York very well could be buried underwater, submerged. Well, maybe not with this volcano, but this volcano might very well submerge Rome, or Athens, or Istanbul, Cairo, Alexandria, Barcelona. A volcano here, if it were to explode right now, could very well submerge all those places in an instant. So don't take your cities for granted. Have you ever been on a cruise, says Saren. No, I have not. New York City was submerged yesterday. It was indeed. It was a little rain. All right, I'm gonna order dessert. And let's go. Let's see what's for dessert. Okay, they have one good dessert, which is interesting. And that's fine. All right, I'm gonna see if I can switch tables. Yes. Oh yeah. I'm gonna ask you about dessert. Yeah. And ouzo. Okay, cool. Try ouzo. What do you recommend for dessert?
Dessert, eh?
Yeah.
We have too many, but we have specialty of the house.
Yeah.
We call it traditional. Mm-hmm. It's a shredded crust with cheese cream inside.
Oh.
It's to the oven.
Yeah.
And after we put vanilla ice cream and cinnamon.
Oh, that's wonderful. Okay,
Yes.
I'll try that, please.
You do well.
And I want to try with some ouzo. Do you have any ouzo
Yes,
that you recommend? Yeah.
One with ice a little bit. Eh?
Yeah, with ice. And do you mind if I move over there? I want to show more of the views.
No,
Yeah.
move anywhere you like.
Okay, thank you so much. I appreciate it. All right, awesome. All right, let's go.
Τη Βαριάννα.
I feel way calmer. There was a guy right in front of me with a group of 3 other people, and he was staring at me so much. So I'm glad to be away. It was very uncomfortable. All right, so let me show you the views. Right there, see Fira in the distance. A restaurant overlooking another restaurant. Yes. No, it was the group of 4 people right in front. Are you on an island? I am indeed, Ibrahim. I am indeed. And look how vibrant the city looks like. Shaky Dave says, don't fall over the balcony. I'll do my best. Luckily, we are not right on the cliff, like some of the other restaurants. Shaky Dave, I am indeed nearby my Airbnb. It's a beautiful walk over there. Have you ever experienced any paranormal activity on your travels to ancient city? Ooh, great question. Great question. Who is this? Oh, no. Great question. Have I ever experienced any paranormal activities in any of the cities I've visited? No, I have not. I have not felt anything. No, nothing yet. Well, paranormal in a positive way has been Glastonbury, England. Glastonbury, England. I did 2 live videos from Glastonbury, England. They are available on Facebook. And Glastonbury, England blew me away. But I felt a deep-seated upliftment from going to Glastonbury. It was something really powerful. Hard to explain. I think it's beyond words how I felt in Glastonbury, England. That's why I only did really 2 live videos there, and they were very short. There was no way I can really explain it. But I tried to explain in a shorter video that I published quite a while back, so search Glastonbury Urbanist and you'll see it. Debbie, indeed. Debbie says he thought you were the weird one. Yeah, indeed, but like, you can't stare too much. There's a limit. No matter how weird someone might think you are. And what's the air like? Fresh, nice breeze coming in. Apparently, after some ouzo, you may see some world things. Ooh, I can't wait. Guess Mediterranean has no... Nina, I don't think they were Greek. I think they were Italians. Yeah, I think Italian. David Bowie was at the festival in Glastonbury. So Glastonbury Festival is different. It's actually pretty far away from Glastonbury, the town. The town, Glastonbury, has been a pilgrimage site for more than 10,000 years, associated with the ancient Celts, and before them with the ancient Druids, and also it has been associated with Christianity. Is a very, very interesting thing. But the only negative paranormal experience I've ever had, not on a video, I don't think I've had anything on the video. But on my personal, like walking around New York City, was the House of the Dead, or House of Death, Greenwich Village. And it's the only haunted history that I do not ever want to tell. I just felt the worst vibe of my entire life going there. I went on a tour, a haunted tour, and haunted tours usually are fun, and this was the last stop. And the House of Death was under scaffolding, and the entire metal was bending, or was sounding like it was bending. It wasn't actually bending, but you hear the screeching of the metal, and it's so weird because usually scaffolding doesn't screech that way. The tour guide was unbothered, but I was there with my friend, and us two were freaked out. And then there was a homeless man sneezing so damn loud. I don't even want to recreate it right now, but it was obnoxiously loud. And yet again, the tour guide was unbothered, and I just felt deep sinking. And there was a very cool. I felt like a cold, and it was weird because it was a pretty hot summer day, and just never again. Felt a deep pit in my stomach. I don't even like walking along that street. It's on 12th and 6th Avenue, 12th Street and 6th Avenue if you want to check it out. Maria says I'm getting shivers. Have you ever been to New Orleans? New Orleans is on my list. I haven't been there yet, but it's on my list. Mater, who might be tuning in right now, has been so kind enough to gift me a lot of New Orleans books. So I might go. What about the weird videos you got in Salome or Salem? Oh, okay, yes. Okay, that's a great question. Kay reminded me. So I did capture a very weird vibe in Salem. Watch my Salem tour of the witches, and there was a moment in that tour, towards the end, where I just felt like deep heaviness in my heart, and it was very uncomfortable. I felt like I was about to faint, and I tried to finish the live video, and that's why I finished it very fast. I felt like a very weird vibe, and it was exactly at the time where I started speaking about a specific aspect of the story, which a lot of people don't talk about, and it made me realize maybe that aspect of the story isn't the best thing to recount. Maybe it's forgotten and not really talked about for good reason. If you're very curious, I'm not going to recount it now. Watch the video. You'll probably get the idea of what part of the story I'm talking about. Maybe found you enchanting, says. maybe that was the case. But you know, interesting enough, not enough haunted history or mysteries here in Greece, aside from like kind of more historical mysteries. There's not that much like kind of paranormal stuff that I've noticed in Greece. Even the cave, that cave I visited, I actually live streamed inside a cave on top of a mountain in the middle of Greece. It still blows my mind that I had service for a good 17 minutes. That cave I got a really good vibe. It was really nice. It was an interesting, beautiful place. Ooh. Rene left a 3,900 Chilean pesos. Thank you so much. Psychological imprint, atmosphere, and low bass frequencies, says Rene. Yeah, there could be a bunch of reasons why one experiences either good vibes or bad vibes. The Cave of Hell. Yes, it's the entrance to the underworld. But I felt good vibes. Andra says it's all in your mind. Could be. But remember, the mind is not separate from your environment. So think about that. The 2 seconds on the live stream on the boat was the best, says Ronaldo. Which one? The boat here? Yeah. Some spooky stories in Ireland. Oh yes, I've heard, Mark. I really have heard some spooky stories. I can't wait. Pensa, hello. Nice to see you here. All right. Oh, wow. Wow. That's a big one. I like it.
It's normal.
It's the normal size. That's wonderful. Thank you. All right. This guy's really cool. Some of the best service I've had. Ask for Yanis in Stani. Stani is the name of the restaurant. Ask for Yanis. Wow, look at this. Do you want me to show you? I mean, I could show you the dessert, but I can describe it in vivid detail, and maybe you can guess how it looks like. Maybe I can do that. Maybe that'll be fun. Have the ouzo on me, says Mark. Thank you so much, Mark. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Ooh. This is very bright. Ouzo smells like absinthe. So it's diluted in water. Vlad says tease us, Ariel, like foreplay. Okay. Okay, take a small bite. I'm not gonna show you. Ooh. That's a nice texture. Wow. The combination of very cold and very warm honey. With that beautiful crunch. Oh my god. And you got a little bit of nuttiness. Ooh. And the great thing about the crunch is like nice and kind of stringy. It's a stringy crunch. It's a very odd texture. If you're used to the T word, the country whose name shall not be mentioned. I mean, I say it too loud. Otherwise the Greek government will kick me out, will deport me. That country whose name shall not be mentioned. You're used to Turkish. You're used to Turkish. If you're used to Turkish, that country that does not exist, if you're used to that type of dessert, then you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. That type of texture you really don't find in too many other places. But this has a nice twist because it has a very good cold element to it. Something people have been asking for. Hey, is there any of this here? Let me show it to you. Hey, Ronald says, I must say, there's an artistry in how you do find great B&Bs. I'm glad, Ronald. George, I cannot say any louder, otherwise I will be banned from the country. I do not want to be banned from Greece for saying the T word too loud. So, I didn't catch the name, but I ate this before, but nowhere near as kind of fresh and soft as this. And the added element, it has some ice cream, vanilla ice cream attached to it. But you see the stringy kind of phyllo dough type of pastry? It's very crunchy since it's so stringy and nicely crisp. It has some pistachios right over here. I love pistachios. And this, I don't know, this is like a honey mixed with cheese maybe? I think that's what he mentioned. It was like a honey cheese. And it's drizzled in what appears to be cinnamon. So the entire thing is very powerful. And also, it's honey. It's not sugar. So that's a good thing. It's not kind of that sugary sweetness or corn syrup, which is even worse. So you're getting very kind of nice, natural, earthy sweetness from the honey. I think honey is way better than using powdered sugar in most cases. There's some cases where powdered sugar is amazing. But look at that. Wow. This looks different from any baklava I've seen. This is not baklava. This is called something with a K. If anyone can let me know the name. C. Horton. Oh, C. Horton. C. Horton left an amazing super chat. He said, your intellect, well-roundedness, and personality, and outstanding... Well, okay. So your intellect, well-roundedness, and personality would be outstanding for a network TV traveling show. Ever tried to pitch this? I had the opportunity to pitch it to one producer, and he was not interested. So only one. I haven't only tried. I haven't gotten access to more. But just like in all things in life, some people are just not going to see what you offer to them, but others will. Like my friend Cliff, who's an amazing producer in live streaming, and that's why we're doing some awesome projects with Discover Long Island and with those crazy tours that we did with the multiple cameras. But with television, I haven't met someone like Cliff, who really believes in like my style of storytelling, my style of kind of presenting, and also kind of the stories I think are really cool for telling. Cool ancient history or the history of food. So thank you, C. Horton. That really means a lot. Thank you. Okay, so we have the name. Thank you so much, Fancy Face, and a few other people left it. Thank you so much. Gaddafi. Wow. As I mentioned, I really usually don't like ice cream, but mixed with this warm, honey, cheesy, doughy type of... What was the video you were talking about earlier? The scary one. Salem, the tour. Not with the guy. That guy had the best vibes from. He was such an amazing person. Really felt connected with him. And he felt the same, which was very interesting. It felt like a soul brother. It was the video I did right after. And so, for people who don't know, if you're new to this channel, the reason I started Urbanist was I actually did this for a media company. I was doing videos for a company called Vox Media. And I love these guys. So I don't mean to talk anything against them personally. Really wonderful people who work there. But the reason I quit was because despite me getting many, many tens of thousands of views per live video that I did, they told me that they didn't want me on camera anymore. And you know, I loved being on camera. It was so much fun. I get it, you know, I get that one has to practice and one has to of backing behind what they're presenting. You know, you can't just present something on the whim. But I really deeply enjoyed being on camera, and I really loved history and architecture and what I was covering back then was more about city urbanism. I really loved that, and I don't know. I just disagreed with them. So it's okay that they had their opinion, but I disagreed with them. So I said, like, no, I disagree with you. I want to be on camera, and I was going to be on camera. So Lisa, sorry I missed your question a few times. Feel free to ask again. Why didn't they want you in front of the camera? I don't fully know. I can only speculate. So I don't fully know. C. Horton is a first-time viewer and sent $10. Oh, thank you so much, C. Horton. I appreciate you. And Renee says, ask around. The Greek poet Kavafis. Thank you so much. Truly one of the best desserts I've had. Highly recommend this. So that's why I started my own YouTube channel, is because I love being on camera. I felt connected with it. I felt like I did something, was doing something good. And, you know, follow your heart. You know, I hear so many stories of people wanting to be a writer, for example, and they get told, oh, you don't have the qualifications, you don't know how to write, or what you write is a bit silly or not so serious. And then people just give up. For example, Frida Kahlo was told that her style was very rudimentary. It was amateur. It was like a kid. And they were right, because she had no formal training. She did not go to art school in the formal context. But it was that style that was developed without formal training that really made Frida Kahlo Frida Kahlo. So not everyone needs formal training to be good at what they do. Sometimes they find another way. All right, let's try the Ozu. Cheers. Wow. That's strong. Oh my God. Wow. So it tastes very kind of fragrant. Very fragrant. It's very similar to absinthe. Very fragrant, very kind of licorice taste to it. It's kind of like one of those like lighter licorices. And it's very cool, very nice. So it's an anise flavor. Thank you so much. So it's anise. So anise. So yeah, that's why it tastes very similar to absinthe. Very similar to absinthe. Wow, that's so good. I just might need to do another video walking around the streets of Fira at night with some Ozu. Shaky Dave says, soon we'll see Ariel dancing on the Greek tables. Oh my God, that's strong. Wow. People drink this? Wow, that's impressive. What city would you like to visit? Asks Beer. What city I would like to visit? Well, I really love where I'm at right now, but I would love to... There's many cities, but I would like to go to Edinburgh. Edinburgh is probably one of the top ones. And then a lot of the different cities and towns in Ireland and the UK.
Sorry?
What? Oh, yeah, sure.
The best is coming always in the end.
Oh, really? Okay.
Trying this here. This
Wonderful.
from us is some wine with honey. Something different than Uso or Raki, let's say. It's called Inomelo.
Inomelo. Okay, thank you so much. I
you're
appreciate
welcome.
it.
Enjoy.
Yeah. Hey, Ludo says we like what you do and we love how you do it. Keep up the good work. Greetings, Christine and Ludo. Thank you so much for the €5 super chat, Ludo. I appreciate you. Okay, so this is a lot of alcohol. I got wine, I got ouzo, and Vanajota says don't mix them. Don't mix them, yeah, indeed. And love ouzo, I haven't tried that for years, says Lisa. Oh, cool. He really got a big glass of ouzo, yeah. Well, this is diluted with water, but it doesn't taste that diluted, to be honest. So, what I got, the reason I think I'm getting very good service is because I was chatting with someone in Athens who was the owner of a restaurant, a lovely woman named Vicky. And she was telling me, hey, go to this restaurant in Santorini, Stani, ask for Yanis and say, Vicky told me that I would be taken care of. And that's exactly what I said. So I came over here and it seems like I'm being taken care of, truly, which is amazing. So someone left a super chat. Thank you so much, Ludo. I appreciate you. You'll definitely have another headache in the morning. Says okay. Maybe I gotta drink a lot of water. I gotta walk it off. But this is truly, truly one of the best desserts I've ever tried. You're getting great service. Indeed I am. Ozu is deceptively strong. Cool. Can we name drop your? Can we name drop you when you come? Name drop the guy. Just say you saw it from a video, but he hasn't asked me about what video I'm doing yet. So I'll let you know if he asks me. But God bless Vicky. Yeah, God bless Vicky. The restaurant in Athens that I think she was either the owner or the manager, is called Garageta. Garageta. Really great restaurant. Really great restaurant. It's a famous singer, but with the S. When you get used to anise, it can be dangerous, as Banajotas. Sarah says, how old are you? It's great to travel at such a young age. I'm a very, very young man. Very young man. Just fresh out of high school. Hey, Wendy, can you tell me what Lisa's question is? I missed it a few times. Let me know. What's Lisa's question? B. Griffith says, I'm 132 years old. He's ageless. Thank you so much, S. Fields. If you come to Cambridge, UK, I'll show you around, says Mark. Thank you so much for the offer. That's one of the reasons I'm excited to go to UK and Ireland. I've been having a lot of offers of people wanting to show me around. Kenny says I'm 5'3". I grew an inch over here. I used to be 5'2", now 5'3". Hey, what's the best Greek food you had? The tomato keftedes. Gorgeous. Delia. One thing about me is that I never give up. But Lisa, thank you so much. But do let us know your question. What was Lisa's question, everyone? Signal boosted. Video you just did with the wedding. Oh yes. What are we doing tomorrow? Nothing. Unfortunately not. I'm busy traveling. I don't have too much time to do a live video. Of anywhere new, at least. Lisa says Kew Gardens. What are you referring to, Lisa? But what's your question? What's your question, Lisa? Lisa says Kew Gardens. What about Kew Gardens? Hey, from Netherlands. Hey, George says, I just got you from a Bordeaux travel guide. Thank you so much. I would love to go to the rest of France. Okay. So I'm going to have just like 2 more sips of this. I'll try the wine. Hey, question was about Bagpipers video. Oh, Bagpipers. Oh, I'm not sure what you're referring to. Bagpipers video. Not sure. Think of your mixed drinks as a training school for Ireland, says Charles. Indeed, Charles. Nancy says, come to Ohio and I'll show you around. Thank you so much for the offer. But we had a big agreement with all the major YouTubers of live streaming out there, all the major live streamers. We all had a meeting in secret, and we designated to split the world in half. Or split the world into a few sections. I decided to make the sacrifice and not do more of America. I decided to do more of Europe. I know it's very hard, but my other live streamer friends are going to do the best they can in America. They're going to do a great job. I will, see if I can find something here in Europe, if there's anything. See if I can find something. Who knows what I can find? Maybe some cliffside city in the middle of the Aegean Sea. Lisa says, "Oh my God, I'm laughing so hard." See, he's already rambling. You haven't seen enough of my videos. Are you still in touch with Stephanie, who spoke Greek from Harley Hara's wedding? Yeah, she gave me some awesome tips in Athens, Robert. When are you coming back to New York? Never. I'm coming back on July 19th. July 19th, yeah. You made a great sacrifice in Europe. Yes, Sam, I'm making a great sacrifice. I'm taking the burden off the shoulders of my fellow live streamers to cover an area of the world where it's a bit more difficult to find something to show. So I'm doing my best. Or the American dream is now about to move out of America, says Elizabeth. New York City needs you, says S. Fields. I think New York City is doing fine. There's so many live streamers now all around New York City. I think they're fine in New York City. I don't think there's any issue. I don't think they need more of live streamers in New York City. Respect to others, but you are the best, says Sonia. Oh, thank you. I don't claim to be the best, but I'm always happy to be someone's favorite. Thank you so much. Would you say you prefer Europe to the US? Maybe. The bagpiper in the cemetery gardens in the Kew Gardens video, says Richard D. What about him? That bagpiper. I don't know too much about him. It was a wonderful moment. Very interesting. I had no idea what happened there. Catherine says, yes, you prefer it. I could neither confirm nor deny that statement, that I prefer Europe and think it's a super interesting place that the U.S. can learn so much from. I neither confirm nor deny that statement, that Europe is an absolutely beautiful continent filled with so many treasures, history, and amazing architecture and city design. I cannot confirm nor deny that. I can't. Sorry, you'll never know. Axie says, drink more Ozu. Ozu got very light. The ice has diluted the Ozu. And, oh my goodness, says Lisa, yes. Oh, this is the water. Okay, this is sparkling water, everyone. Got misplaced. This is Ozu. Here. I lived away from my country for years. And when I returned back to Canada, I was in culture shock, says Catherine. Yeah. I mean, that's the beauty about travel. Is if you travel long enough, you'll be able to experience the world. Beyond the Matrix says, don't drink too much, Ariel. You don't want to get in trouble with the police here. I don't think the police here mind someone getting drunk, as long as you're not harming anyone. I don't think they'll give you any issues. Ashley, how many fingers you're holding up? I think about seven fingers in your one hand. And add water to the Ozu, says Din Din. Yeah, I think water was already added here. Since you don't drive, they won't care, right? Penetratus. Yeah, yeah. I don't know what countries really care if you're drunk in the streets. Not something that I would do, but I don't think there's countries out there that really care unless if you're harming someone or you're being a nuisance. I'm not sure about Greece. I think people in some islands, maybe in Mykonos, get really, really loud. Here, I have not seen that. I have not seen kind of drunkenness out on the streets. But maybe it's because it's not peak tourist season. But when I went to Prague, I saw a lot of very drunk British tourists laying in the middle of the street because they were so drunk. And specifically the British tourists. Ofofutos says in Australia you are taken to the police till sober. Ah, interesting. Perhaps you can do a drinking urbanist video. Yes, maybe one day. No, drink plain water. Some pure vodka next. POV, nice to see you here. Welcome. It was the Brits that was the most drunk in Prague when I visited. Oh dear, the embarrassing Brits abroad. Yeah, indeed. All right, it's getting empty. I got wrap things up. So if you have any final questions, feel free to ask for the final 5 minutes. Excuse me. Pay? Yeah.
Yes.
With card.
Okay, you if you need.
Oh yeah, it's very good. I'm still working on it.
Take
yeah.
your time.
Thank you so much. Beyond the Matrix says, take another shot. Ariel, such great company, says Genevieve. I'm so glad. Will New York always be your home, says Kristen. Yes, it will. Yes, it will. I mean that in all seriousness. I envision myself living in New York in a beautiful penthouse building with views of the Empire State Building and the One World Trade Center. Whoa. Wendy says, don't go. No. It's not just abroad. We go out and drink too much, says Sarah. Interesting. Okay. So I already had the wine. I already had the Ozu. Now let's try this wine with honey. Cheers. Ooh. That is a very good way to end. You know, I have not encountered a restaurant yet that gave me Ozu at the end. And I think it's because Ozu is really not that popular of a drink for foreigners. It's a bit of a acquired taste. And I think that's why they're offering more of these honey drinks, because it's a little bit more better for dessert. But this is really good. Wow. It is really awesome. This wine mixed with honey. Sally says it's ouzo. Yes, of course it's ouzo. It's the easiest thing to pronounce. Who can mispronounce ouzo? Come on, guys. And Beyond the Matrix says scotch. It's a palate cleanser. Ouzo, yeah. Susan says I have to go. See you at the next destination. That I can say. Thessaloniki. Yeah, it's hard to write down. Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Wonderful. Thank you so much.
You're
I appreciate it.
welcome.
Okay, so I'll show you the total I'm going to pay via card. Let me know if you want to see a walk back to my Airbnb. It's a very beautiful night. I gotta walk off this this wine and this food. I'm very full, and I think it's appropriate to have at least one more last video. So let me know if you want to see a bonus walk back home, back to my Airbnb, cozied up in my Airbnb with the air conditioner at max. the walk looks absolutely beautiful. So let me know. I'll be in a different live video, so in a separate live video. Or actually, let's stay with this live video. I'll stay with this live video. Let's not separate it. Let's keep the experience all at once. So stay tuned. I'll be back. I gotta pay. Enjoy the views. Let's keep on rolling. So for people who want to know, the total was 47.40 euro. This food was enough for about 2 people, or maybe 3. So 47.40. I'm gonna pay via card.
Yes.
Yes, thank you.
Where are you from?
I'm from New York.
Really?
Yeah.
Far away from here.
Far away, yeah, indeed. But lots of Greeks in New York.
You're a YouTuber or?
Yeah, I'm a YouTuber. I do live videos where I explore
Really?
cities. Yeah.
How's your name?
It's Urbanist. Yeah, you pronounced it correctly. And I show like food. I show architecture.
Really?
The neighborhoods. Yeah.
Like let's say some popular who I've seen on Facebook when he makes some video with one guy who wear a t-shirt with spelling 73% live. More
Oh,
or
Nas
less.
Daily.
Nas Daily, yes.
Yes.
Perfect.
So I started on Facebook the same time he did.
Really?
Yeah, but he does 1-minute videos. I do live, so my videos are much longer. They're like hour, 2-hour
Yeah,
videos.
because I watched some video, but it's about the most important, so it's about 10 minutes, 5 minutes,
Yeah,
something like
right,
this.
right.
I was spelling your name. I'm interesting.
Yeah, right now,
Not only
yeah.
for
Check
here,
it out.
But because I like it when you make a live video, so if it's some place where I can visit it, so it's more easy for me and some suggestions. Why not?
Right, if you're looking forward to New York, I have a lot of videos in New York.
Perfect.
So, Urbanist,
Urbanist.
exploring cities, and you'll find me there. Also on Facebook, you'll find me there.
So you are 47 and 40.
Insert.
Anything you like.
Oh, insert. Yeah.
Just 1 minute. And
Oh, I actually give a
okay.
$8 tip, €8
Thank you
tip.
very, very much, but I said no, so
It's okay.
I know
I'll give it via
Thank
cash.
you, thank you.
No, it's okay. It's
Appreciate
okay. They appreciate it. Actually, I need change anyway.
You travel alone, sir?
I do usually travel alone. Yeah, because
Thank you very
I like
much.
to focus
Appreciate
on my videos.
So with
Yeah.
what you want to take, let's say.
Right.
Perfect.
This trip I did Athens, Santorini, and then tomorrow I'm going to Thessaloniki.
Nice.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Can you give me 13 in return? Or 12 in return, actually. 12 in return. And then keep the change.
Thank you very, very much.
Thank you so much.
Appreciate it.
Yes, I
Thank you,
appreciate
sir.
it.
Appreciate
Yeah,
it.
great food and great service.
Thank
Have a
you.
good day.
steak you can have.
So this is the place. Let me show it to you. Look at this. Huge the baklava is. And of course they have Freddo espresso and everything. And look at the restaurant, look how gorgeous it is. Wow, this is beautiful. Ooh, we're getting a bird's eye view. So if it's too packed, if you come here super tourist season, even this view I think will be awesome to see all the people pass through. Oh, this is a beautiful restaurant. I'm gonna show you further down. Oh, we found the party spot. Oh, this is the famous club, the Coup Club, everyone. This I passed by yesterday about 1 a.m. or about 12 something, and it was packed to the brim. There was a huge line outside. Zap, I'm always being careful. Zap says, oh Ariel, be careful. Yes, I'm always being careful. My balance, my agility is some. So this is the famous nightclub, all outdoors. Vlad says, how would I describe the smell in the air? Right now, it smells like smoke, like hookah, shisha smoke. I think there's a shisha bar nearby. But the smell is very fresh, very fresh. He's a cool cat, says, thank you so much. Hope you get those business cards, Ariel, with social media links. Ariel cracks me up, says Lisa. $8 tip, gutted. Oh yes, Mixalis, I left the $8 tip. You need to be careful when people ask you to travel alone. He was asking more in the context of like making videos, but yes, you're right. Do follow your intuition. It's more of intuition based. Always, of course, never give personal information when you're chatting with someone. Truly mind-blowing. Some of the best food I've had, yeah. Greek food. All right. All right. This is fun. Sonia says, enjoy your time in Santorini. Oh, will do, Sonia. Today's Saturday. It's pretty empty for a Saturday. Wow. Where is everyone? Joe, how's the Greek coffee? I haven't tried Greek coffee, the drink itself. Maybe I'll try one of these days. If Thessaloniki is a bit cooler. But if you're talking about Greek coffee in general, just like coffee drinks in Greece, then I really love the Freddo Espresso. It's really mind-blowing. Should visit Italy someday, says Ivaldes. I did last year. Oh, well, 2019. I went for 3 weeks in Rome and did a epic tour in Naples and went to Pompeii. Lisa says coffee. Ooh, I can't have coffee at this time of night. I am full. I am about to burst. I need a hammock. Huh?
Non, j'ai Outfit.
Mercedes says this reminds me of Positano, Italy. Have you ever been to Amalfi Coast? No, I have not been to the Amalfi Coast yet, Mercedes. I cannot wait. It's actually on the top of my list. Ronald says, I still want to see you in Sorrento. Ooh, you know, I was so close to visiting Sorrento since it's so close to Pompeii. Yeah, I would love to go. Did you go back to Spicy to buy that cool shirt? Ooh, thank you for reminding me. Spicy is in the opposite direction. I might check it out tomorrow on my day off from Urbanist Videos. Oh yes, tomorrow I'm taking a day off. By day off, I mean I'm doing 360 videos and TikTok videos. Do you have a comfy bed where you're staying? Yeah, it's super comfy. Super comfy. I have slept some of the deepest sleep I've ever had has been here in Santorini. I am not exaggerating with you. The bed is comfy, the air conditioner is divine, and the reason I don't leave the window open, because I would, is because I'm on the first floor and there's people always walking through. So I want to able to sleep well, but it is divine. I feel so calm sleeping here in Santorini in that Airbnb. Some of the best Airbnbs I've ever been in my life. So let's continue walking around. Hey, Guy Tweedy, nice to see you here. Welcome. What to do in 2 days in Athens and 1 day in Santorini? So, David, ooh, you're cutting it close by only. Fira is basically worth it just for a day. Just stick to the main city. Don't rush yourself in the main city. Jimmy Jam says, Ariel, your videos are truly one of a kind, and you seem to be a very humble person. God bless you, my brother. Love your channel. Happy you found it. Oh, I'm so glad. Jimmy Jam. Jimmy Jam, when did you find out about my videos? I'm so curious. When did you find out about my videos? And you know, the reason I ask is because I'm very full. I need to just like crash asleep. But the reason I ask is because I asked people to slam that like button, and it has brought slamming that like button helps these videos to be brought up to new people. And you sound like you're one of those in your algorithm almost out of nowhere. So that's a really cool thing. So everyone who has slammed that like button, you're seeing it in action right now with Jimmy Jam. Seeing it in action. Sheil says, how do I feel after all that drinking? Like the British like to say, squiffy. Oh, thank you so much, Jimmy Jam. Glad you've been watching for such a long time. Thank you. Why is it so empty? Hey, I came here yesterday and it was very full. And today is empty. It's a Saturday. Charlotte's Squiffy. Squuiffy. Squiffy. I'll let the British viewers and the Irish viewers let you know what squiffy means. So someone earlier asked in a different live video, is Safra still around? Safra is still indeed open. Hey, Ludo says, we found out your live videos by purchasing a smart TV and zapping on YouTube during COVID times. Oh, I'm so glad. Oh my God, look at this. Wow. Candy says it's like walking in a dream. Yes. Cue the music by Empire of the Sun. Josh says, I feel like I've been here. Like you know this place. And that now you could tell people that you visited because you watched these videos. Yeah, I'm glad you enjoyed the thorough look into Santorini. Sue says, what a wonderful view. Oh yes. What a wonderful life. Have you discovered a favorite secret place in Santorini? Asks Expire Life. If I were to tell you Inspire Life, it wouldn't be a secret. But I would say the place that blew me away the most, that I don't think is that popular, is Imoregvigli, which we can't see it right now because it's around the mountain, but it is an absolutely beautiful place. Is there any relation to the company Santori in Japan? No, Santori sounds like a Japanese name, so no relation to the Japanese company. Lisa says, we all watch vicariously through Ariel's eyes. Indeed. Ronald remembers the first comment that I read of yours about coffee in Brooklyn. That's so cool, Ronald. I cannot wait to visit. I've been taking notes, says Milo. Ariel, when are you back in New York City, says Frankie. Why these views? Why wonder what will happen in a week or two when you see these views? Frankie, I ask you that. Why? Why even ask that question when we have A beautiful cliffside town in the middle of the Aegean Sea, right in front of our very eyes. Jasmine says it's late, isn't it? Yeah, it's about 12. Janet says live in the present. Oh yeah. Frankie, but in all seriousness, excuse me, I'm coming back July 19th. I got 9 days left in Greece. Ava says, you put Greece on my bucket list. Have loved these videos. Oh, I'm so glad you have. Thank you so much for tuning in. I heard that the European party night is on Thursday. So hangovers are on Friday. Interesting. Yeah, it is very empty compared to yesterday. So berries, hopefully not the magical kind, more the boating kind. Is it due to the airlines? Is Ryanair flying not on a Saturday? Kathy says, where are you traveling to after Santorini? Kathy, why think about the next stop of this trip when we are met with these views? Why not be in Santorini right now? And let wherever we go be wherever we go. But in all seriousness, we're going to Thessaloniki next, which is a city in the north. This is a priceless view, says POV. Oh yeah. Kathy says, I'm with you all the way. I'm so glad, Kathy, that's the case. So I'm going to chug a massive bottle of water and then go to sleep. Not even travel shows. PBS channel have shown, or Travel Channel have shown the Greek islands, like Ariel says. Joe. I'm so glad that's the case, Joe. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm going to jump into that infinity pool. Ariel, please don't whitewash the Chrysler building when you return home, says Inspire Life. Yes, I'm gonna paint the top of the Chrysler blue and the rest of it white. Susan says, you make me want to call a travel agent and send for more info. Oh yeah, definitely do. Oh, here we're seeing even better views. We have Santorini all to ourselves, ladies and gentlemen and people of all genders. Heaven is real, and it's here. Let's go for a swim. It looks so inviting, says Lisa. Yeah, it looks so inviting. The pitch black darkness of the caldera. That's super deep. What is hiding in the caldera? Is it Atlantis? Maybe. Maybe at night is the time to cross into an interdimensional portal where you actually see that Atlantis is still a real city. Candy says merman, yes. Swimming in the dark in a sexy swimming pool, says Shields. Oh yes. Don't fall, you've been drinking. Yeah, this fall, luckily that fall, yeah, it's not too bad. But the falls over there get worse. Lisa says sexy tone. Oh yeah. When it gets later in the night, the voice gets deeper. Misty Ozu says, and Netta. Yeah. Look. What's in your camera kit? Says David. I have an extra battery pack, David. I also have another mic. Sonia says Santorini is so unique. Oh yes. Paul says Loch Ness's Greek cousin is Loch Milo. Oh yes. Mesmerizing views, says Inspire Life. Oh, the stories those buildings can tell. Oh yes indeed. George says the doctor of love is speaking. Oh yes. Sing it to me, baby. Cue the Barry White. I don't think it's only in the movies. It's all green screen, Teresa. A massive facade of CGI. How long are you staying in Santorini? Forever, Sonia. I am never leaving. This is my home now. S. Field says, is the Ozu talking? It is more than the Ozu. The very soul of Atlantis is swimming through my veins, providing energy to my soul and giving life to my voice. Thank you, the great citizens of Atlantis that are over there. You stay forever because it's so beautiful until October, yeah, that's right. Mary says, hail Atlantis. Oh yeah, hail the great Atlanteans. Wendy says, oh Ariel, I love this. I'm glad. Matt says, ASMR voice. Oh yeah. ASMR stand. Something, something, something. Glycera says, I should do voiceovers. Yes, maybe one day. In a world, one man, one desire. A man goes to Santorini and discovers the secret fate of the Atlanteans. Susie says, I love the dramatic. Yes, you could say it's quite. Maria is loving it. I'm so glad. This must have been one drunk octopus, says Ronald. And we keep going up, up, and 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 up. It's almost midnight, says Timothy. Ooh, it's about to be New Year's. George says he better not cause an international incident. Don't worry, George. I will not say the T word. Esfield says, are you going in the right direction? My Airbnb is over there. You see that light on top of that mountain? That's my Airbnb. I actually switched over Airbnbs. I decided to stay in ancient Thera, inside an archaeological site. The bed is a slab of cement. pillow is a mosaic of ancient Minoans. Ronald says the T word's Thailand. No. Well, we'll say that for now. But Najota says, I see the light, it burns. Fine Bones puts laughing emojis. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know what is so funny today. Urbanus is a serious show. Espiel says we're going uphill, but this is going downhill real fast. Alexander, I'm indeed going to Thessaloniki next. Wendy D CPR from all the laughing. Yes.
First time I spent like $50, got $50 for it.
Susan, the term is squiffy, not squishy. Kay says, thank you to everyone who slammed that heart button. Yes, thank you. Good after a nice dinner, says George, and some wine. Oh yeah. Merrily walking through the streets of Fira under the influence of Ozu and wine and honey wine and dessert and octopus. Frankie says, Ariel, your voice is making my iPad melt. Oh yeah. These soothing sounds can make any technological device melt. Espiel says, the honey wine sealed our fates. It did. It did, like the great volcano sealed the fate of the ancient Minoans. The honey wine sealed my fate, because my night is coming to an end. Sarah says, I had you on Poseidon's Trident. In the man, so Scott is saying, in the world where a man can wrestle a big fake rubber octopus. Lillian says, Uzo is pronounced Uzo, of course, Leanne. It's the easiest word to pronounce. Who mispronounces Uzo? It's very easy. It's like pronouncing Diogenes. Who mispronounces Diogenes? Come on, it's so easy. Ludo says, Ariel, I think you need a drink. I'm too sober right now. Let's continue walking. Dizzy says, I can do some history ASMR. It feels like an Assassin's Creed game, says Justin. Yeah, I'm about to fly on the walls. Step on the walls, do some parkour. This is the most challenging part of my journey up to my Airbnb. Will Ariel make up these steps? Will he survive the journey? He has 3 more steps Will he make it? Actually, false alarm. There's even more steps. Susan, thank you so much for tuning in. Ariel, maybe you should start drinking some water. I have a nice, good bottle of water waiting for me at my Airbnb. Candy says, do not go into the wrong room. I'll do my best. Longyan says, great video like always. Ariel, you're simply the best, says Inspire Life. Thank you, Inspire Life. I appreciate that. Wow. I don't want to look away. Another bottle of wine at my Airbnb. At my Airbnb. For some weird reason, it says it's 40% alcohol. And it says that's by a water company called Grey Goose. But yeah, I'm gonna have it because it's rather refreshing. A gem in the darkness. Yeah, gem in the darkness of the Aegean. Take pics, Ariel, for your collection to sell this view. You know, Maria, it's very hard to take photos at night, especially of this view. I've tried. It's hard with the camera I have. If I had a more fancier camera like the Sony A7S, then I might be able to take photos with it. Milo says you should definitely keep drinking. Why not? Yes, Milo, I'm gonna chug some water tonight. Oh yeah. Oh, what is this music? Oh, let's go up these steps. These steps lead to a gate. Is this my Airbnb? My Airbnb looks different. It looks now like a church. I think something happened with my Airbnb. It's now a church. Oh, look at jacuzzi up. Oh my God. I thought views would be enough. I thought down there it would be enough. I thought down there I would say I saw the views. That Thera at night is magnificent. Down there I thought that was the case, but no. Go a few more steps and it's almost like an entirely new epic view at your disposal. Kay says I was blessed earlier. Indeed, I was blessed earlier by the Orthodox priest. George says, go to sleep. Never. George, I can sleep when I'm dead. Hopefully, that doesn't mean a volcano is coming. Ibrahim says, I think it looks better in real life. Indeed, it does, Ibrahim. But let's not mention that too much on the video. I'll kind of make people feel left out. I love the music that's playing in the bar down below. Boom. Oh, I see more stars today. The stars are out tonight, just like the David Bowie song. But the camera's not picking them up. We need to find a Greek woman there and find out about the secret places, says Titan. Maria, says that view. Oh, yes. Wendy is laughing so hard that she doesn't even see my fingers. That's Candy. POV says, oh my. Wendy says, please someone send help for all the intense laughter. Oh, I'm loving this music. Can anyone let me know what this music is? It's really good. It's playing, whatever's playing down there. It sounds like one of those like instrumental disco bands from the past 20 years. Is it cold or is it warm? Uh-oh. Sorry, getting a little bit tipsy. My gimbal's getting tipsy. I had too much ouzo. I had too much ouzo. So, is it warm or is it cold? It is refreshing. It's warm. So it's about 70 something, maybe 81 degrees Fahrenheit. Something along those lines. Macaulay says there are a few times in this life where you experience this. Soak it up. Yeah, I'm definitely soaking it up. Remember, everyone, we are in the height of the Empire State Building. I mentioned that countless times. I won't stop. Because look at this. It's almost like looking down at a major city. And there we see the highways passing through the corner of the mountain. Oh my God. Breathing the air of the ancients, says Charles. Oh yes. Breathing in that sweet, sweet air of the ancients. I can smell Atlantis in the air. Candy says the gimbal's a bit drunk. Yeah, the gimbal's a bit drunk. I had too much ouzo. Phil says, we are in the trance. Yeah. All right. I'm going to jump into this pool. I hope you don't mind. That air will clean your lungs out. Oh, yeah. Maria says that I'm not drunk at all. I'm 100% sober. Psst. Me drunk. That does not happen. That is as much as a myth as Plato writing about Atlantis. Psst. There was no city that was submerged into water due to a major disaster. Psst. He was making it all up. And thus my drunkenness is also a myth. It's only merely allegory, everyone. It's merely an allegory for the pleasures of traveling, not a literal thing. Help. Wow, Ariel's so funny, says Wendy. Drunken Gimbal is the name of my new band, says Justin. Reme says, Ariel isn't drunk, he's happy. I am high on life. I'm high in elevation, I'm also high on life. Because I don't know if you remember, we are the height of the Empire State Building. Remember that. This is where I had my avocado toast in the morning. It's called a place called Vulcan on the Rocks. Right there is where I had my avocado toast. Imagine running and tripping. It would be such a height from this, such a high fall, says Ibrahim, yeah. Will we find the Airbnb? Stay tuned on the next episode of Urbanist. Cue ending the video out of nowhere. Right there's Imorevigli. Why do they have to make it so hard to pronounce? Don't they know that there's going to be a lot of drunk people in Santorini that are trying to pronounce this at late at night? Like, don't they know that? Didn't the Venetians know that? And here we have Ia. Oh yeah, we went there yesterday. Ia. Maybe it's an infinity pool. Yeah, there's infinity pools here. Did you find your Airbnb, Maria? No, not yet. One day I will. Oh, here it is. Is this my Airbnb? Yeah, here it is. I found it. I found my Airbnb, ladies and gentlemen. Strangely now has a infinity pool. Oh, that's so strange. How did that infinity pool come out of nowhere? That's weird. Oh well, can't complain. Oh, it's not? This is not my Airbnb? Oh, damn. I said I was in Imorovigli. Yeah, I did say, by mistake, my first live stream. I thought I was in Imorovigli, but I'm not in Imorovigli. Don't worry. I thought, my first live stream, I literally thought this was Imorovigli because the stop is also nearby for the local bus. But no, it's not. Oh, look, we caught UFOs. Look, 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 look. Oh, there they are again, everyone. 4 UFOs in the sky. They're all moving in unison. And they disappeared. Justin says, I think it's about to say it's a crime to not have a partner at that Airbnb. Sarah says, am I drunk now? Maybe, Sarah. Maybe. The void. Hello? Is anyone here? Hello? Anyone here? Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, wrong air. No, I was just joking. Everyone, here it is. I arrived to my Airbnb. It's a very nice Airbnb. And I didn't show you, but you can turn on the light for the front. So you can turn the light in the front, which is nice. And I always check the bed under the hotels, and the air conditioner is super, super strong. So in the morning, you can't really see it now, but I was seeing views of the caldera. So I appreciate everyone tuning in. Thank you so much for tuning in for this amazing live video all around. All around. You're going to see some and it's amazing during the daytime. I'm in love with this place. This is Gigi. Yeah, this place is really, really awesome. Definitely one of the better Airbnbs I've ever been to. You're living the good life. Will you order on eBay now? Drunk shopping? I don't do drunk shopping. No. Yeah, what a place is Dob Billin. Yes, I like your name, Dob Billin. Yes, it's a beautiful place. Thank you for your wonderful multi-stream, says Maria. Thank you so much, Maria. And Yanni says, Kalin, Kalinta. Good night. Is that how it's pronounced? Kalinta. Please show your Airbnb when you're back at the States. At the States, I don't stay in an Airbnb. Ariel, you make me laugh so hard, says Cynthia. I'm so glad. Kalincha. Thank you so much, everyone. Kalincha from Santorini. I showed you so extensive, so many live videos. So if you haven't pressed the like button on any of the other live videos, do so right now, especially the walking ones. Those are the ones that really appeal to more people. So do consider like button on those, and also comment on them. And by commenting on them, it guarantees the YouTube algorithm showing this to more people who might be interested. Because I think I'm the only one who's live stream on YouTube from Santorini. I couldn't find any other Santorini live streams. Maybe there's people on Twitch who've done it, but I don't think on YouTube nor on Facebook have done it. So I'm one of the first, and YouTube algorithm has no idea that I'm doing it. So let's help out the YouTube algorithm, give them a helping hand, and say, hey, these videos, oh, they're interesting. I like them, so maybe other people will. And just slamming that like button does it well, and also pressing, leaving a comment right after helps out as well. So everyone, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in Thessaloniki on Tuesday, but I'll be in Meteora, hopefully with some service, and in Mount Olympus, hopefully with some service as well. On Monday, stay tuned. Monday, I'm going to a very long day trip. So wish me luck. Keep being awesome, and always keep on exploring. From Santorini, visited in my life. Kalinikta. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, Santorini. I love you. You are Delia.